School's out for the summer. Hey everybody, okay, so the reason I haven't done anything substantial in the last 3 weeks or whatever it's been is because there's this thing called finals that happens at the end of every year. Yeah, but I'm done. I finished this morning. I'm so happy. I'm now officially a junior in high school. There's this thing, I don't know, finishing finals is one of the most satisfying things in the entire world. Now school's over, and so I don't have nearly as much homework. I mean, I have a bunch of work that I need to get ready for APs, but you know what? Who cares right now? I just get out. So what happens is all of a sudden I have so much free time. I'm not getting up at the same time every morning. I don't have a scheduled day, and my day goes complete and things don't go well when my day is not scheduled, which is most of the time. So in the summer or whenever I have break, no school, all of a sudden I'm not getting up in the morning. I'm not getting up at 5:30 in the morning every single morning. I get up at 9, or I get up at 8:30, or I get up at 10. Mom's not gonna let me sleep in that late, but I'm completely crazy. And even when I realize that later in the morning that I get up, the harder it is to do morning prayer. So what happens is my prayer life and my life in general goes crazy during the summer. Because I have no schedule. My day does not focused in on school. I get up and I leave for school and I come back home and I do schoolwork. But that doesn't happen in the summer. So I might even do a schedule for my days, just because if I don't, nothing will be accomplished in life. But we're just going to focus on spiritual aspect. We're going to talk about the prayer life. I know I've been doing a lot of prayer videos lately because prayer is super important. So what happened is one of the teachers at my school, she's awesome. I mean, most of the teachers at my school are awesome. But she made this thing for a bunch of the students. It's called the Super Summer Spiritual Survival Plan. It's the title of this video. That's where okay, this entire video is based off of this, okay? Can we just give all the credit to the teacher? I'm not going to say her name. So, we're going to do this. I'm going to tell you, I might give an example, and then you can do it yourself. Write it on a piece of paper and stick it on somewhere where you'll notice it on your desk or your dresser or your bedside table on top of your iPhone or on your mirror in your bathroom. I don't care where. Just make sure you remember to do this, because if you don't remember to do it, then what's the point of doing it at all? So first headline on this list, because there's a bunch of different things, is prayer. So number 1 under prayer is I will pray for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, guys. Start with 15 minutes. On these days of the week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, weekday, every day, etc. When I do my 15-minute prayer number 2, I will try to put my best to do it in the blank: morning, midday, night, in the same location at the same time. For number 3, during my prayer time this summer, I will focus especially on praying in this way. This is not, you can only pray this way. This is what my go-to prayer is going to be. I put Lectio Divina in the rosary just because I need to work on those. If you have something that you've been praying, you can do that too. It's what your go-to prayer is. And of course, like I said, you can expand outside of this. So examples are Lectio Divina, which is meditation of the Bible, Rosary, Divine Mercy Chaplet, Daily Examine. Daily Examine is the examination of conscience, which should happen every day. And regardless of what you put for number 1, remember, always do quick prayers at the beginning, and morning offering and an act of contrition in the morning and night, just because you need to pray, even if it's not the 15-minute prayer time. That was heading number 1. Now we're going to go to heading number 2, the sacraments. So when we talk about sacraments in daily life of Catholics, we're talking about Mass and confession. So that's what we're talking about. Oh, adoration's also on here. That kind of goes under Mass. Okay, so Mass, daily Mass. When do you think you can go to daily Mass? If there's a church near you, you have access. If you can drive and get yourself places in this church within decent distance, and the daily Mass schedule, I'm going to go to Mass Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, I will go to confession this summer once, twice, 3 times at this location. So I put my confession goal 3 times because that's normally what my family does. We go to confession once a month. And location, I just put my parish because that's what works. Number 3, I'll go to adoration once a week, once a month, etc. This is the same thing for me. It depends on people, how I'm going to get there. So I said once a month because that's what my family wants to do. So now we're on the back side of the page. There's a front and not a front, as my math teacher likes to say. Not the same teacher as who made this, but she's a math teacher. So this one is virtue. I forgot about this, so it's harder. Okay, so virtue. I will try to grow in one particular virtue over the summer. Humility, integrity, faith, generosity, modesty of speech, kindness, in this particular way. So put your virtue. It doesn't have to be one of those. It can be a different one. Look up a list of virtues. And concrete way of doing this. So, if you want to work in patience, I'm going to work on patience, and I'm not going to yell at this sibling. I'm not going to yell at this coworker. Or if you want to do generosity, I will do 1 act of kindness a day for this particular person. Those kind of things. The next one is using my brain. Even though it's summer, you got to keep those brain cells from dying, right? So I will read this book over the summer. I have suggestions, but that doesn't matter. I mean, like spiritual books that'll help your brain and your soul at the same time. So you can do hard things. This is for teenagers, rebellion against low expectations. Theology of the body for teens. I know this is or any theology of the body. Consecration to divine mercy. 33 days to divine mercy. Super awesome book. I did this. It's amazing. Loved as I Am by Sister Miriam James. I love this person. Awesome book as well. I mean, all of these are awesome. George Weigel, Letters to a Young Catholic. I will be reading this book over the summer as well, so we can be together in this. Resisting Happiness. I'm working on this right now. Amazing. Theology of Prayer. I read this. It's amazing. I actually have recorded the chapters. I have not finished recording all the books, but most of them are on my channel. I have a playlist. Check it out. John Paul II the Great, His 5 Loves. This is like one of my favorite books ever. I mean, a lot of these are my favorite books ever. This is an amazing biography of John Paul II or any of the saints. Just use any saint Catholic saint biography and Rediscover Jesus. I did this for Lent a few years ago. Pretty good book. Same author as Resisting Happiness. These 2 are both by Matthew Kelly. Anything by Matthew Kelly is going to be good. So yeah, those are just suggestions, but you can put more if you know really good Catholic books. I mean, like, that's just a little bit. I can show you. This is, like, see this? Like, right here. Like, look at all of this. And that's just the one. This is not all mine. We moved this into my room because my grandmother was supposed to live with us, but then she didn't move in. And I have more underneath my bed. Might as well show you. So, yeah, those are my other books. So, I'm a book nerd. Anyway, okay, there's 2 more. And they both fall under accountability. Accountability number 1. I will ask this saint to pray for me and be with me every day this summer. So, go to Catholic.org and then type in saints. Catholic.org/saints. And you will find up with every single Catholic saint that ever existed. And, I mean, like, yeah, I can name a few of mine, my favorites. Hold on. John Paul II, Kateri Tekakwitha, she is my patron saint, confirmation saint. Mother Teresa, Blessed Mother Lambertini, look her up, she's awesome. Blessed Chiaraluce, look, Blessed Margaret of Castello, Saint Germain of Causange, Saint Dominic, Saint Thomas Aquinas, Saint Maximin Maria Kolbe, Saint Joseph Lisieux, Saint Faustina Kowalska, Saint Francis de Sales, John Bosco, and Saint Veronica. Those aren't exactly in order, but so those are some of my favorites. Look up some, make friends with a saint. I have a few saints on my list. And then the last one is, I'll ask this person, blank, to hold me accountable this summer for all of my goals. This is how I will ask him or her to check in with me. Accountability partners are really helpful to make sure that you're actually doing what you said you're going to do. So if you have a friend that can keep you accountable for this kind of things, that'd be awesome. So there you go. I hope those tips help you keep your prayer life alive during the summer, because your prayer life is super important. And I'm doing the same thing. I have the paper, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep up with it too, because, human nature and everything. Okay, so, be awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye.